Once you come to the Xero app, this is where you have the bank account details on the dashboard. Once you're on dashboard, so when you're starting new, you won't see this detail. And basically, when you are connecting your bank account, everything comes to this dashboard, and you will be able to see details like this: balance in account, the statement balance, and you can go and see day wise here. So here you can see it shows what the account is, and right now no transaction is important. And then you also get to see the cash in and out of the bank account. So this is a great tool for you to have to see everything at one place. Now, for you to add business bank account, this is how you will see the dashboard when you're starting. And here you will come and click on Secure Connect Bank. So click here, you will come to this page, and here, depending on your geography, so make sure the country selection is correct. Like I am in Canada, so it shows up Canada, and then you have the list of bank here in the list. So I'm selecting BMO Commercial Bank. Now on this page, login and connect account. So it will take me to the BMO page where I'll have to enter the credential, and that's how this connection will happen. Let me click here. You see here, it directly takes me to the BMO account. So here I'll have to go and use the customer ID, user ID, password, and then sign in. So once this is done, it will show up in that dashboard. This where bank account, what the balance is, everything you'll be able to see once that is connected. For you to see this dashboard, invoice, bill you pay, all of this information, first you need to have those details already inputted. So you see this plus sign. Once you come and click here, this is where you can create a new invoice, you can create new bill, contact details to be populated, quote which you want to create, that to be done, purchase order, spend money, receive, transfer money. So let me click on invoice. So for any invoice, you need to have contact details. So once you have the contact detail and you start typing in, that will show up here. So right now there are no contact details, so that's why you're not able to see. Once you do this selection and your contact number gets selected, then you go and select the issue date, due date, invoice number. So every time you are creating invoice, it will have a unique number for you to identify. Then any reference you want to have for invoice or match with your bank account transaction, that you can do. And then you also have this, when you are ready, you can email the invoice to the contact. So for you to do this, first you need to have all this field filled, and once that is done, your invoice details will show up here, the total amount, and after that you have option to approve an email, approve or add another. If you want to send multiple, then you do that. If you want to view next, get a link, or just print the PDF, all these options exist here. Okay, so this is how it is. So quite easy tips and trick details have been given. That way you will know what exactly you need to. Let's first fill a contact detail. That way, whenever we are doing invoice billing, we can see that reference. So once you click here, create new, come to contact, and now here you will add the contact detail. What is the business name? Business name entered. Their account number, it's basically an unique account number to identify. So you will give a reference, the name of the person, email ID, come down. If there are any additional people, that will get added, country, area code, and phone number. If there are any website, you can enter that, business registration number. Once that is entered, you enter the note. Then we come down, fill the address. Once the address is added, it will show up. Make sure address is correct. Nowadays, most of the details go over email. So then you enter the financial detail, that is bank account name, number, details like I've shown supplies, tax ID number, currency, all those details. Then you come down from the sales account, you choose the detail when the invoice due date is. So you will enter the date of the following month. So if it is written 10th, so today we are in November, it will generate on 10th of December. Then amounts are user organized setting, tax inclusive, tax exclusive, no tax, that detail, sales tax from this list. Depending on the geography, you'll have to select detail, and then if any discount, you enter the percentage and any other deal. Then you come to purchase default, purchase account, this, whatever that is, you select. If not, you can leave this blank like I am leaving. So same way, you enter all the details here. And once that is done, you save. Now you see the contact details are here. Click on financial detail. The financial detail shows. Any history note comes here. Then you have file. If there is anything to be uploaded or added, you can do this here. So you have the contact detail created. Once you come to bill, you see here new bill. Now that we have added the contact, as soon as you type the detail, it will show up like this. And all you need to do is select to whom this has to be billed. Then you fill in your due date, reference, any attachment here. You upload those details, enter the total amount, enter the currency. Then you go and enter the item. You have this drop down to add new items from here and enter the description, quantity, unit price, account, retail store. Once this is done, you have checked. Either you could save, or you could, after you save, you can approve and add another. This is how the new bill will get created. So anytime it gets created, it will show up on the dashboard. For creating a quote, you come and click here, quote. Again, as it was done previously, you will enter the contact detail. So here, as soon as you type, you will get the entire list. So you will choose the detail from the list. And then you enter the expiry date, quote number, references, currency. Then if you want to assign to a project, you would have created the project details here. I will come to that little later. So you can select the project here. That way you get to see the project. And then tax, whether it is inclusive, exclusive, or no tax. Then you enter the details, terms, everything gets entered. Then you attach the file, and after that you go and save. So every time you do that, your code gets saved. Then you have option to send or mark as sent. That is 2 options. You also have option to do a PDF, print, or copy. We save this. Once that is done, next is purchase order. So click here and you come here, click purchase order. So you'll have to add the organization's contact detail here. I'm not doing that right now. So click here and you just enter the detail. Then here you contact, select this way, and then you enter the delivery date from the drop down. PO number, you have to keep it unique every time, so you can keep changing when you're creating. Then you can add the reference number for any easy reference, then your currency, and then you enter all these detail for it to be completed. Then if there is anything that seeks attention, you can give a name of the person or the matter to which attention is required, telephone number, and the delivery instruction. So this is for the new purchase order. So once that is done, save it. You have this option, save as draft, continue editing, save and submit for approval. And in the approval section, you have approve, and add. And so once you do that and save, you will see that detail here. And once this is here, it will also reflect on the main dashboard. Similarly, you have this new manual journal. Once you click here, you come to this, and here you can enter the detail, date, and all the detail, and then keep it posted. This way, anything you want to keep that as a reference, you can keep it here. Now, spend money, receive money, transfer money. For this, once your bank account is connected, you show one, spend money. So you will select the bank and then you go and click next. Here, it will show up like this. You will go and select, enter the details. So here, remember, nothing can be kept blank. So once you enter the reference number, whether it is pay by check or not, that you add, then you select the item. For example, this unit price, and then, account, you will go and select the account, and then region, you will select the region, or you can add a new tracking option here. And then once that is done, you go and save. So once you save, that will go and show up like this. See, the entire detail comes here. So everything you add, that will come under the accounting section. Similar input you will do for receiving money. Almost it's a duplicate thing. Here you're receiving money, so input will be accordingly. And then you have transfer money. Again, it will get you to here. So you select account, whichever account it is, then where you're sending this, and then amount you enter, and then you do the transfer. So everything happens through this dashboard. So here you see in the bank account section, it shows what that bank account is. whether it is business, saving, whatever that is, it shows up in the list. And then it shows what your statement balance is, how much is the balance in Xero, what is the difference in balances. This you can learn from here. What is important is the dashboard, what you see here. So it shows all the transaction details here at one place. Then if you go to bank statement, it has every single bank statement reflecting here. Cash coding, again, everything what has been entered, that detail gets shown here. And then reconcile shows all the details like this. Now you can also reconcile the report. Once you click here, you come to this section where you can go for compact view or normal view, and then you get to see all the detail like this. So quite handy when you're doing the business. Once all inputs are there, your dashboard will come to life and you'll be able to see everything in one place, how the reports are, what the bank account balance is, what invoice is pending, what invoice has already got generated, what money has come into your bank account, what's the invoice which has generated for this week, last month. All those details you will start to see on the dashboard. So the dashboard becomes where the information hub from where you'll be able to take informed business decisions. On the dashboard, you have this tax and reporting. Once you click here, you come here and you can choose the report you need. And once you make the selection, you can save it. And that way, this dashboard will start showing those details also. So here you see the drop down here in the settings. Once you click on settings, this is where you will update your organizational detail, any user you want to add, currencies, any app you want to connect, invoice setting, payment services, email setting, pay runs, expenses, check style, 0 to 0 if you want to have this connected to automate invoice and bill, and then custom contact link. So let me show you organization detail. So here you'll be able to upload the logo up to 1 MB's total size. So once you upload, the logo will show up like this. Then your display name, legal name, industry, organization type, these are easy ones. Then if you have any official number which you want that to appear on the document, you enter that. Enter the address, physical address, telephone number, website. So you make entry once and that becomes your template for all future use. Once you click on user, here the user detail will show up. You can invite the user with their email ID and that will show up here. This is the currency section in case you are having any transaction outside of your country. Like I'm in Canada, and if I do transaction with US or any other geography, you can add those currency from the list. And once you add, it will start showing up the exchange rate like this. So you can keep adding the countries for which you want. And it's a simple one. So anytime you're doing a transaction across borders, you will see this detail also on your, whether it is invoice, purchase order, all those details. So it will show up both. This is the connected app section where you can go and you can select from this drop down from here, or you can also go to Xero App Store to connect. So this is the invoice setting. Once you come here, you see right now details are already entered. So it shows up like this. In case you want to add a new brand theme, you can do it here. If you want payment services, all these payment services option here, you can add this, you can manage, you can add new payment service. You can also do invoice reminder, you can automate. Once you do that, here if you want to send an email, you can set up the due date. Here see 7 days, 14 days, 21 days. You can keep adding reminders. You can edit this part and then replies where it has to come. So you can set this up and save. This is the invoice part. When it comes to payment services, you have all these options, card, wallet. So you can go and add, manage the services. Email section, you have these templates, sales, credit note, statement, remittance, receipt, purchase order, repeating invoice, code. So you can just go and create those from here. I'm just showing one example. So once this opens, you can create a ready template and you can save that to be sent along with whether it is invoice, credit note, statement, etc. etc. Check style. So again, it will show up the standard template. You can customize by going to new style here, and then you will have this page where you can go add your logo, address, all the detail what you want. You can create custom contact links. Once you click here you can add a custom contact link. You can choose the contact ID, contact name, if you have API code, contact account number, email address, Likewise, you can set that up. Once you have the detail, you define the link and then you save it here. Then in case you want an advanced setting, you can go and click here. This will get you to the advanced accounting section where